everyone. This is a bit of a delayed reaction to yesterday's draw with Shrewsbury. I'll be honest, I got back after the game last night, didn't feel good, still don't feel too good, and I couldn't face it, didn't have the energy to discuss that abysmal performance. I still don't. There's not too much I can say about it, and other than how terrible it was. I saw some people trying to be positive about it, saying, 3 games in 6 days. Yeah, I know, it's been tough, but they're professional footballers, and I'm sorry, but you can do a damn sight better than that. Credit to Shrewsbury, they deserved the win yesterday. I'm sure they'll be pleased to come to the London Stadium. Trust me, you won't be when you're there. I'm sure they'll be quite happy to have an away day out, but no, they should be gutted really that they didn't take the win. They wanted it more than us. There was only a few of our players that actually wanted it, and I'm sure you can guess which players I'm talking about. Declan Rice, as usual, Josh Cullen and Reece Burke. They were the 3 players. I think obviously they had something to prove. The fact they've just come back from Bolton, 2 of them played together, and they slotted into that team and they battled and were the best players on the pitch, says a lot. Josh Cullen, 100%, keep him. He was brilliant. He battled the whole game, and he got booted in the face and 2 teeth come flying out and he wanted to carry on. That's the sort of player I love. It's the sort of player that all West Ham fans love. It was brilliant. And I think, I was surprised actually, because I'd seen a few polls the last few weeks about Oxford, Cullen and Burke, and who would you most want to see stay and all this. I think people had sort of forgotten how good he was. I've always rated him, and you've only got to look at the Juventus game. He was probably our best player on that pitch, and he was yesterday. Kouyate, there are no words, there are no polite words I can say to sum him up at the moment. I have no idea what has happened to him. You just think a few seasons ago, he was one of our best players, and when there was rumours that he was going to leave, I was like, oh no. How can a player turn so bad? Running around, just run, aimlessly. No idea what he's doing. He watches people run past him. He's a disgrace. And you know what? If Moyes is true to his word and he says that, if they're not running and they're not working, they won't be playing, then he should be dropped. He shouldn't have been playing on Sunday. Terrible. Absolutely disgraceful. Chicharito. Again, I keep seeing such a divide on this. In my opinion, he can't have lost all his footballing ability. We know what sort of player he was. But basically, I think Moyes is playing him completely and utterly wrong. What is the point of having that? We're just lumping the ball down the other end to Ayew and Chicharito, the smallest players on the pitch. What's the point? When that's not. If you're going to play him in his natural position. He needs Andy Carroll or someone like Andy Carroll up with him. He doesn't work on his own. West Ham seem to have an ability to turn a decent player into a disaster. I'm not saying Zaza was a decent player, but he's proven that he is actually half decent. And, he came to us last year and he'd never played up front on his own. He wasn't that sort of player. He always had another person playing up front with him, and yet we decided to play him up front on his own. Now we've got Moyes and he's still doing the same sort of thing. It's just a West Ham thing. If you're decent and you come to us, you will no longer be decent, and Reggie clearly agrees. Having said all of that about Chicharito, simple things like just being able to pass the ball, he just doesn't seem to be on it at all. It's so frustrating to watch. So I don't know if it's his attitude. Maybe it is, but at the same time, I think it's not helping Moyes playing him in that role. But, he's got to take some responsibility as well for just, first touch, passing the ball, simple things he needs to work on. Joe Hart, he made a few good saves back at his old club. Again, mixed things with him. People slating him, people saying, oh, we did well, but it's only against Shrewsbury. I don't think it really matters. You know, they were the better side. At the end of the day, if it weren't for a few of his saves, then we probably would have not been having a replay. So, yeah, I give him credit. You know, I'm not his biggest fan, but he's an all right goalkeeper. My main issue was I never really thought he was that much of an improvement on what we already had. But, you know, he's decent enough. He wouldn't have been England's goalkeeper if he was that bad. But, yeah, so he did well yesterday. One other positive, because there weren't many, it was great to see Martinez make his debut. Lots of us have been calling for that for a long, long time, and to me it was the ideal chance. I was surprised, to be honest, that he didn't start him. Yeah, I was desperate to see him come on. I think Moy should have made that change a lot sooner because it clearly wasn't working with Ayew and Chicharito. Yeah, great to see him. I mean, he didn't get too many chances. He wasn't on long enough. But just as soon as he came on, you could tell he was up for it. Not only that, he battled a bit, you know, which is what we needed. Now on to some rumours of players that we're interested in, supposedly. You know, John Joe Shelvey, and today I saw about Coquelin. It just sums up our club. I mean, I don't know. We've just been promised so much more, and these aren't the sort of. This isn't next level that we were promised. You know, oh yeah, we have to move to the new stadium so we can progress, and we'll, you know, it's all a load of rubbish, isn't it? John Joe Shelvey and Coquelin, that is not next level. Sorry. It sums up our board. We need major investment this month. We've needed it for a long time. That squad needs a major shake-up, but I can't see it.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment, and follow me on Twitter @Flump9. Come on, you Irons.